Yo. So this is what we're going to do for film this week, right? We normally do 2 film sessions a week. When we lose, we just, typically get 1 out. But, so first and foremost, we did the long form film session, right? So if you want to see even more film than what I'm going to show today, I'm going to show the entire game over on Patreon, patreon.com/vochlombardi. Over there, we saw some Tristan Hill things. We saw all of Micah Parsons' pass rush plays or whatever, not just a handful that I'm going to show you today. We talked about a lot of errors that we saw on offense. So if you want the super big detailed breakdown, go ahead over to Patreon. I appreciate y'all. We did that early in the morning, but as I, just kind of went through the film to see what I was going to highlight for y'all today, it was just so uninspiring, what happened, you know what I'm saying? Because what the networks and the annoying Cowboy fans will lead you to believe is that Ford and Kellen Moore let you down. When in real life, man, it was just small things, bro. It was just, first and foremost, you got a gang of Pro Bowlers hurt, right? A gang of Pro Bowlers hurt. I ain't finna get into what the opposition say when you say that, but if you got those guys hurt, then you just kind of got to get every play that you can, right? You just got to play as perfect of a football game. If you're gonna get into a shootout with, Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Tyreek Hill, you know what I mean? If you only come into the fight with Cedric Wilson, Noah Brown, and Michael Gallup, you know what I mean? You got to fight a little different. And Terrence Steele and Lil Connor, you know what I mean? You got to fight a little different. And I don't think we fought the appropriate fight, being that we were, I ain't gonna say underdogs, but just being that we weren't fully equipped for the whole fight that we really wanted. For example, right? Let's get into some offense talk right here. And of course, if y'all want the whole thing, like I said, Patreon. So listen, this setup right here, right? We're running a bubble to Michael Gallup. I'll go ahead and run the play so y'all can see the bubble. And there we go. That's what happened to Michael Gallup, right? This was on 2nd down, and we're trying to get an easy bubble play to get us into a more favorable 3rd down position, right? Now, you can look at that and I'm not gonna say Cowboy fan no more for the rest of this film session, right? But you'll see people say, "Oh, Kellen Moore, why are you calling that play?" Well, if you look at the leverages, right, we got 2 offensive players per their 1. This guy's kind of deep. We're not counting him. He's creeping more so towards the box, but he's still outside with us. But he's not in the vicinity in which we're counting. If you take a look at the guys up top, there are 2 wide receivers per 3 defenders. We ain't got the number advantage over here. If Dalton Schultz simply blocks 38 properly, then Michael Gallup can just get the football and get upfield. But that's not what happens. He does this kind of turn hip flippy move, and I know what he's doing. He's setting it up so that Michael Gallup can get the outside leverage. But you only want to do that if the offense is on the left hashes. If the offense is on the left hash and we got to throw the ball to Michael Gallup on the left right here, the ball will get there quicker. Dalton Schultz didn't anticipate the ball getting there, or taking so long to get there because he's on the right. Dak is on the right hash, and it's going to take a little longer to get to Gallup here. So he does this setup. Let me give you the outside release when he probably should have just lined up and just blocked that dude. But just this small mistake puts us in a 3rd and super long. That's a drive killer. I ain't finna edit this, bro. I ain't finna edit this. Because to be fair, I wasn't gonna do a video. I was just gonna get ready for Thanksgiving vacation, go to Natchez. But y'all my peoples, and I love y'all to pieces. Y'all my people, and I love y'all to pieces, and I wouldn't dare just leave y'all behind like that, right? Watch this. What's this down and distance here? Let me look on the sideline. It is 3rd and long on this down and distance right here. Take a look at your left tackle and your right tackle. Really, you can't have mistakes like this to where everybody getting out their stance but you. This is the left and the right tackle here. So Terrence Steele not getting out of his stance. We clearly saw it from him on the broadcast view, but then I ain't know it but Leal too. You know what I'm saying? And this could have been a no huddle job, could have been a rush job or whatever, to where Leal didn't even get set. Like he was looking around trying to figure out what to do. So you could look at it like that, but man, Terrence was in his stance. He just stayed in it. You know what I mean? Not putting the blame on one over the other, but this was a drive killer, a 3rd down drive killer to where we probably could have had a play downfield. Let me see what's going on. Let me just look at the wide angle here. I mean, shit, we did. We could have hit Zeke, and he probably would have made it a something in shorter or something like that, and it not be a turnover, right? If Dak gets rid of the ball, or we get to 4th down and we can punt them into opposite territory. The defense played a good ass game Sunday. But, you know, you get a turnover right here, and those dudes are at the 23 yard line. You can't give that offense the ball at the 23 yard line and expect them dudes not to score. So that's another drive killer. Killed me. Got on my nerves. You know, it was all small things that got us whooped here. Let me show y'all something else. Let me fast forward to 12:46. Pardon how not edited this thing is, but like I said, we're trying to get the matches for the vacation here. 12:46, right? Maybe it's the next play. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what happened right here. Is this the play I want to show y'all? Let's see what happens here. Cool. This is an example. Okay, cool. So listen, like, I think the Cowboys did relatively better as a run blocking unit than we anticipated. They just didn't deal with the blitzes and the gap exchanges very well at all. And that may have helped you if you had two veterans in the game like Tyron and Big Connor. As much as you hate Big Connor probably could have helped you with a lot of identifying blitzes and gap exchanges, things like that, because he's been playing for 4 or 5 years. But this is what I saw a whole bunch of. And this may be the Lil Connor versus Big Connor conversation, right? You may want to play Lil Connor, which is Connor McGovern, because he gives you a power advantage. But what about situations like this in the run game where we know Big Connor, who is Connor Williams, we know he has no problems getting to the linebacker, right? Connor Williams, if he has anything, his ass can pull and move, and he can get his ass to the second level, and he blocks those linebackers, right? Lil Connor did a terrible job of blocking on the second level in this game, right? And if you look at it, let me go back here. If you look at it here, Lil Connor is comboing with Tyler Biotish here. We're going to combo number 90 all the way to 54, but McGovern didn't really get the good feel of that combo, right? He didn't get a good idea of, okay, maybe I need to get off this guy now to get to the next level to this linebacker. He didn't feel that, and the linebacker that he was supposed to block ended up skating over the top to hit Zeke free. There's another example of this in my notes I got at 14:30. Like I said, we're not gonna edit this. I got to drive in a couple hours. Another example of this, right? Just getting to the second level. I need you expeditiously. 66, Lil Connor. I need you expeditiously to get to the second level to block these gentlemen, bro. Don't just go up there and throw your hand out. Throwing that hand out means nothing to me. That means nothing to me. And, you know, and this ain't me, you know, putting on a cape for Big Connor, because Big Connor does struggle with power. He struggles with a lot of, the down line stuff. But a lot of the reasons why we're, relatively successful running the football is because we seal those linebackers up quick. And that's what I mean by getting the backside linebacker block. If we're running to the right, the backside linebacker ends up being, well, that cat over there. But 50 is the guy that we need blocked right here in this situation particularly. If we get this dude blocked, the cutback lane is there wide open. If we get 54 blocked, all he got to do is stop his feet, and there's wide open grass right there. But we couldn't get there because Lil Connor couldn't seal up his guy. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So it's not always the big plays that get you up out of there. It's not always the sacks and things like that. Sometimes we just got to block the right people. I got 5708 written down with no notes on it, so let me just see what happened at 5708 here. Okay, that's why I wrote it down. Okay, just looking at Lil Connor getting moved around by what's his face here. Now listen, right? And this was gonna piss me off about a lot of y'all, and I promise I'm not gonna say the word Cowboy fan, right? We insert Lil Connor here, and he gets whooped by Chris Jones. In Voch's world, I think it's okay that you get whooped by Chris Jones. It's not okay that you got whooped by Chris Jones, but that's Chris Jones. What you gonna do? So if it's a Cowboy fan saying, but Voch, we shouldn't give Lil Connor such blame on that, that's Chris Jones. Well, that's kind of what I've been saying about Connor Williams this whole time. You know what I mean? Connor Williams really don't get whooped by nobody except elite people. You know what I mean? So when we be like, oh, well, Voch, Connor got whooped by Fletcher Cox and he got ran over by Grady Jarrett. What the fuck else he gonna do? You know what I mean? This ain't me saying that if Big Connor was playing that he would have done differently. I mean, I don't know, because I've seen Big Connor lose to regular people and whoop Aaron Donald, I don't know. But even if this was a situation where Big Connor was in here, sometimes you just got to understand what the guard position is and what these elite 3-tech dudes are. You know what I mean? So before we just sit up here and pretend like any guard that you plug in is just supposed to block elite people, it ain't gonna happen. It simply ain't gonna happen. 1354. Just some other little things I wanted to bring into the grand scheme of things. I think the 2 games that we lost badly this year, I think it was because we couldn't get busy on the outside. You know what I mean? To whether it be the Broncos game, CD and Coop was hurt. You know what I'm saying? So they couldn't really get busy, and they couldn't win one-on-ones on the outside. Well, this game, Coop got COVID, and Lamb was actually doubled for a little bit while he was in the game. We missed some opportunities. And look, I'm saying all this, Dak and Kellen weren't perfect, right? I don't want y'all to take this and walk away with me saying that I'm defending Dak and Kellen and Big Connor. That ain't the case. They weren't perfect. But I'm just showing you other little small things that could have got us over the hump. Like I was saying, so I think whenever we can't win one-on-ones on the outside, that's where I think our problems are going to be at. Because I think from now on, we're going to get super aggressive corners. We're gonna get full boxes to try to stop the run, and the only way to do that is to try to defeat guys on the outside. And you can do that with deep passes or whatever, but I just simply think we just got to win our one-on-one matches. And a lot of the times, you know, Noah Brown, Cedric Wilson, even Michael Gallup also, they weren't winning their one-on-one matches. So that's what you need, you know, Coop and Lamb for. And to be fair, you might need Coop to make that job easier for Lamb. You know what I'm saying? If you get Coop drawing double teams and Lamb starts winning one-on-one matches on the outside, maybe Dalton Schultz goes back to his one-on-ones. Take a look at Dalton Schultz right here. Dalton Schultz was actually double teamed a bunch, and he's been getting double teamed a lot. So y'all want to talk about blueprint? The blueprint, I guess teams are just going to be running with is they're going to get super aggressive with their corners. They're going to try to take away Dalton Schultz like they're doing here, and they're going to fill up the box to try to take away the run. And you got to beat them corners on the outside. The 2 games that we haven't done that, Cooper had COVID and Cooper whole leg was hurt and he couldn't run. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't saying that this COVID is a blessing for Cooper, but if he could just take these weeks and heal up, sir, just heal up, sir, just come back as Super Amari Cooper and we can get back on track. But when you have situations like this to where Noah Brown and Cedric Wilson aren't winning their respective one-on-one matches and they're taking away Dalton Schultz, that's what you need Cooper for, to just even that shit out a little bit. You know what I mean? I had this timestamp written down with nice things, so let me go see what I said nice about this at the 13-minute and 37 mark. Okay, so look, Kellen Moore got pissed off at y'all, right? Let's go to the wide view. We got Dak Prescott lined up. Yes, he's technically slot guy. So we got Dak in the slot. And you got, what is this, 21 personnel? Let me go back to the cartel view here. Yeah, 21 personnel right here, with Zeke being the fullback. So Kellen Moore said, man, look, we can't win outside. You know, we dropping passes all day. I counted, it was 6 drops. You can't have those, whether that be Cedric, Noah Brown, whoever. You know, Gallup twice. Also, I want to know if we can get some more Malik Turner if Noah Brown can't get open or catch the football. That's another conversation. But Kellen Moore got pissed off and said, man, look, if we can't deliver no other way, we just gonna run some gadgety shit that I got in the bottom of my bag. And it worked. They work. But the problem is we just can't go in the bag every single play. We still got to have an offensive identity. We just can't be gadgety team. And it's hilarious that the one in Kellen's bag play that he runs, we blocked the shit perfect. Let's do this shit left to right. Terrence Steele probably held jerk guy up 100%. Got one of those dudes, Lil Connor and Biotish. Sure. Waterfall those guys to the left. Big block here for Zach Martin, 100%. Kept those guys safe. Big block for Lael and Dalton Schultz. Combo 51 to 54. Goes off without a hitch. Big block for Ezekiel Elliott right here. He's leading the way. It works. Tony Pollard goes to make his money. A little bit of a block from Noah Brown right there. The shit was perfect. Shit was perfect. Dak doing his job. Tony with the over-exaggerated, with the hyperbole of I'm giving this back to Dak Prescott, psych. You know what I'm saying? The damn success of this play, it was executed perfect. execute the shot display. We just couldn't execute the layups. That was bothersome. I don't know. I'm gonna put both film sessions together. Y'all only getting one film session this week, bro. I ain't got time to wallow around in my own sadness. Micah Parsons though, oh boy, this son bitch ready. Yo son, he ready. I was up here debating myself in the live long film session joint. And like I said, y'all can check that out, patreon.com/vochlombardi. I was actually debating myself. I was like, man, do I want Parsons to get the off-season peanut butter? Because what he's doing is working. You know what I mean? I do want Parsons to get a little bigger and stronger, but I want him to be as fast as he normally is. Look at him coming off the edge. This bastard ready. Just look at him. We ain't doing nothing else. Just look at him, right? And this at the very beginning of the game. This was just pressures and hits right here, right? And I'm looking at my chat box bothering the shit out of me. I just see people saying, just running through 77, bothering the shit out of me. I see people saying, yo, Parsons don't need to be a defensive end. All right, Playboy, you say so. You say so, Playboy. I ain't gonna say nothing to you. You say, let me fast forward to 36, 32. All right, Playboy, if you say so. Alright, let me see. Was it display? Hey man, look. And I don't want to be celebrating after this game, bro, because I'm pissed off. But if there's any beacon of light that we took from this thing, it's Micah Parsons being a goddamn animal and Pat Mahomes not being as fast as he thought he was. Him not being as fast as he thought he was. So this is my notion here, right, ladies and gentlemen? We haven't gotten a Diggs interception in a while, and listen to me being ungrateful and being funny. We just got one last week, but you know that allure, that idea or that aura that Diggs is gonna get a pick every single game or whatever. Like I think every game Diggs hasn't gotten a pick, I think there's been like a sack fumble or something like that. I love it. I was gonna get to another defensive play, but look at this offensive play, right? Just another example, right? This is a screen up front, but Zeke outrunning his blockers. Where you going, Zeke? Where you going, dog? Where you going, dog? Zeke Zeke is here. The screen should be behind these gentlemen. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just small little stuff, bro. And what's this down the distance? It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10. Zeke outrunning his blockers to where if this dude gets sealed up, that Schultz didn't block again. If this dude gets sealed up, like for example, right, and this ain't me shitting on Lil Connor, but if this was Big Connor, we know Big Connor haul ass in the secondary. Say Connor Williams gets out there early like he's supposed to, and he actually blocks this dude that Dalton couldn't block. We just blocked this one character right here. And look at all this space up here. It's just a missed opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. It's not big things that happen, right? Sometimes, Cowboy fans can have such a hyperbolic look at things and be like, oh my God, we lost. Big things are happening to us. When in real life, Zeke just got to move a little slower. In real life, we just got to set our blocks up a little better. In real life, we just got to, not mess around on bubble blocks. In real life, we just got to get to the linebacker. The cutback might be there, In real life, we got to catch the daggone football when it's thrown to us. You know what I'm saying? In real life, Kellen, you got to, have another play that you can go to when your regular offense ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got some regular O-linemen out there, call some pick plays. Or, Kellen, watch some film on these other teams that got whack-ass wide receivers. I know you're not used to having whack receivers on the field, Kellen, but look at one of these teams that have whack receivers on their team and figure out how they get open. You know what I'm saying? Or Dak just, deliver the damn throws on time. You know what I mean? Like all that shit could be done differently. Let's go back to these happy feelings. I got 2 more Parsons plays. I don't even know what they are. I just got 4,200. I got 2 more Parsons plays. I don't even know what they are. Parsons on the right side of your screen here. What happened here? Man, good luck to you, sir. Hey, man. Hey, bro. Just, you know what I mean? And it ain't always got to be the sack, right? Let me back up a little bit. It ain't always got to be the sack. Sometimes the pressure of Micah makes Pat go to like one of these check down cats. Because to be fair, this gentleman here, that's deep right here, I'm sure Pat could have found him. It's it's a couple Cowboys out, you know what I'm saying, up there surrounding them, but I'm sure Pat could have found them. But that little bit of pressure brought the ball down a little bit. And just what was this, 2-3? A few plays later, 46, 45. Just a few plays later, Micah Parsons does this shit. Hey, man. Cowboys, man. Listen, this is, what's the celebration you doing right here? Oh, you eating? Yeah, you wipe your mouth. I got you. Listen, Cowboys, I don't want y'all to feel bad about what happened. I mean, you know, it's over. Like times of feeling bad is over with. It's time to move on to the next level. And that's figuring out how we're going to deal with this Raiders team in a day and a half. You know what I mean? Then after that, we got to figure out the Saints, and we get a lot of time to rest. So hopefully that'll be good for us actually getting our rest back. And then before you know it, we'll have the cavalry. You know, we'll have D-Law, Neville Gallimore, Randy will be back. You know what I'm saying? Tyron Smith, all them cats will be back, man. Luckily, we have a solid lead in our respective division, so we ain't got to really put the foot on the throttle, man. We'll let those dudes come back healthy and just be ready for the long run. This is a longer season. But Cowboy fans, man, look, if we gonna take an L, these are good times to do it. You know what I mean? I don't want to just get through the season easy, not learn no lessons, and then when you know what I'm saying? And then when we get to the postseason, we haven't seen adversity. You know, we haven't dealt with a team blueprinting us and us fighting our way out of that blueprint. You know what I mean? That's the one thing that I like about it. If they do think that it's a blueprint, it's on film for us to try to figure out now. If we go through the whole season and somebody figure out some new shit for the playoffs and we can't beat it because we ain't never seen before, I'm gonna be sick. But this is the second game in a row that we have film of teams stacking the box to try to stop the run, taking our guys away on the outside and doubling the tight end. So now what Dak got to do, what Kellen got to do, what Mike McCarthy and them got to do, Nussmeyer and them, they got to take this film, they got to grind it out, figure out what we're doing wrong, and fix it so that by the time we get to the postseason, because by the time we get to the postseason, everything will be cool. All right, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, man. I'm gonna be on vacation. I'm gonna be with my family. I'm gonna be with them, chilling and watching the Cowboys game with them. So I'm not gonna be doing a live stream for the Raiders game this week, but I will be back for the Saints game. All right, so there will be film for the Raiders game because I'll be back by then. I'm just not live streaming it. So this is the content for the week. Love y'all. Enjoy y'all vacation. I'll catch y'all when I get back. Y'all hold it down for the Doski, Woski, and Peaski, Whiskey, man. Until next time, quit crying so much. Do some push-ups or something. Peace.